Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions. Thank you again so much for our time together. Sister Bev is preaching all this weekend for Mother's Day. It's going to be a great, great weekend. We'll look forward to seeing you in the services. Right now, I want us to come back to John chapter 11. I've talked to you about this in services lately, but please let me just to bring it to your attention again. Verse 9, Jesus answered, "Are there not 12 hours of daylight? A man who walks by the day will not stumble, for he sees by this world's light. It's when he walks by night that he stumbles, for he has no light." Now, next to that in my Bible, I have night life and day life. When my father got a hold of my life when I was 14 years old, one of the things my father taught me is you don't stay out at night. I had very strict rules as a young man. I had to be home. If I got off work at 10 o'clock, I was expected home at 10:15, and the food was left on top of the stove for my dinner if the big giant poodles in our house did not climb up on the stove and eat my dinner. But in our family, we were not allowed a nightlife. My father and mother were home every night. They'd spend the night at home. And my dad always taught me nothing good happens late at night. He said, no, you don't have a nightlife. Now, one of the things that you need to understand is we are creatures of the day. Jesus teaches us that. When you walk in the day, he said that there's nothing to stumble you because you see by this world's light. The same thing is true. There's a lot less stuff out there in the daytime that's going to get you involved in a lot of sin. Young people, can I please encourage you? Learn to live as a creature of the day. Get up early in the morning when the sun comes up and live in the daylight. And then at night, practice already now as a young person that at night you're home with your family. And then as you get married, you come home to your wife or to your husband every night. That you're creatures of the day. If we have a nightlife, and I hear people all the time, how's the nightlife of Manila when I'm traveling? And I look at them and I say, I really couldn't tell you what the nightlife is like. If I'm out at night, I'm in church. And they go, oh my, I'm talking to one of those people. I say, yeah, I'm one of those Christians. I couldn't tell you I've lived in Manila 37 years of my life. This is home. I couldn't tell you about the nightlife. Couldn't tell you where the best clubs are. Couldn't tell you about the casino. Couldn't tell you about it. At night, I'm home with my family. I want to challenge you today. Live as a creature of the day. Be home at night. A lot less trouble.